Hey, welcome to the stream. We're going to be talking about some luxury wristwatches today with Clyve, the watch Wrangler. Thanks for joining. What up, Mr. Clivers?
Not much. How are you doing, Rich?
I'm doing okay today. And yourself?
Hanging in there.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, things are looking a little better this week. Today, anyway.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
You know, some days, at some ages, and some stages, you almost have to take it one day at a time.
That's how I do it, man. One day at a time. So let's see. I decided to pull up the watch news. This is hottime.com. I don't ever really look here, but I don't know. It pulled up a few watches. Maybe you can start a discussion here this morning. I don't know. You know what? This popped out at me right now. Beauvais. That's a brand everyone can appreciate, but we don't ever talk about, right?
Obey? I've never seen Obey watches.
These are usually out of our price field, though, aren't they? More than we want to spend, I think.
Again, since I've never heard of the watch, I cannot answer.
Of course, you've heard of Beauvais.
Obey. No, I have not. I swear to God, I have not ever heard of Obey watches. That's like asking, it's like trying to claim you know all watch channels. No, you don't.
Your buddy Bill Sanders has a couple of these things.
Obey? I don't recall him ever talking about Obey.
Or Beauvais.
Oh, Beauvais. Yeah, okay. I thought you said obey as you must obey. O-B-E-Y instead of B-O-U-V-E-T. Bowen, yeah, okay.
It looks like it's another car collab. We just talked about these the other day, these car collabs.
Some people, I swear to God, their learning curve is a straight line.
I just don't see any correlation between cars and watches. Personally, I just see zero correlation. Even cross branding.
Not unless the car was going to buy the watch. You know, and then the car company would include the watch along with the purchase of the car. And I don't even see car companies doing that.
I saw this the other day. This was a cool little artifact to have.
Oh, wow.
3030 Winchester clock. Or would it be a watch?
I don't really see you wearing that on your wrist, so I think it'd be a clock.
Is that what differentiates a watch and a clock?
I think so, yes. Wearability.
Very cool for the gun buff. I could appreciate something like this.
Now I've got the Rifleman song stuck in my head.
Oh, look, there's a gold version. Wow. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. You know, we've seen a lot of these kind of tabletop watch clocks made by different manufacturers over the last, 3-4 years. We've seen some of these. Right. Ever since Jaeger-LeCoultre came out with that Atmos clock, we've seen these pop up, right?
Right.
People have decided, watch brands have decided, hey, maybe we can make a unique watch clock desk clock for 20, 50,000 and sell it too, you know? And then they started popping up. This is one of the better ones, though, I think. I wonder who makes this.
Foreman Colossus yelling cold gun. It's a tragedy what happened. And I'm not a Trump fan, but I heard Donald Trump Jr. was selling T-shirts saying guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin kills people. Even I think that's funny.
And imagine pulling this out and getting shot by accident.
Yep.
I was just going to show you a clock.
Yep.
I wasn't drawn on you, I swear.
The first gun clock was shown on the Watches TV. It was a pistol. Hulkamaniacs.
Yeah, I love that show. Like that is where I recall seeing one of these. Yes.
Yep. And I was actually woke up this morning and woke up watching the Mike's Mangoes Market Watch. Didn't really, not like a whole lot jumped out at me, frankly.
Oh, this is cool. Look at how it has the Golden Gate Bridge at 9 in the 9 o'clock subdial.
Oh, wow. Now, oh, yeah, I read about this. And at the top of the hour, if you look carefully, you can see someone jumping off of it. That is the position.
The picture is kind of sloppy. It's a little blurry. I'm sure the watch looks a little better than this picture. I mean, that's people. You know, Hublot has a big following.
And then at 10 seconds later, right above the set 6, you see a little splash.
23,000 for the blue equivalent of that watch.
Yeah. Now, however, the Winchester gun clock, is that for the gun nut? Is that for the watch nut, or is that just for a nut?
I mean, it's for someone like me who's into guns and watches, I guess. It goes along with that line of that cross branding with the cars, I guess.
So you're saying
the cross branding with the cars is very specific. Like with this gun, for example, any gun owner would have an interest in this. But with the car branding they do, it isn't any car owner. It's Aston Martin only, or Corvette only, or Shelby only.
The Foreman class is making the observation, saying actually that's restrained for a Hublot, right? Hublot. You might be right.
Hey, this picture I have up of it right now actually looks really clean.
Ooh.
Look how they put the watch branding marquee on the glass. That's different.
Yep.
Is that something Hublot does standard, or?
No idea.
This isn't a cheap watch. I mean, this costs as much as an AP.
20,000?
No, 20. What was it? What did I say? 25,000 retail. I mean, that's what a Royal Oak costs.
The difference is that you could probably walk into a dealership and get this one. So it's not exactly the same as a Royal Oak.
I mean, if you're walking in and paying retail, you're paying the same money, though.
Hey, it's a bridge tower in the subdial.
Yeah, that's pretty specific branding. Is that only going to appeal to West Coasters or San Franciscans?
You know, actually, it's a Hublot. You know what they should have? Alcatraz. And do you know why?
Why?
and you'll never get out of it.
Mm.
Oh, come on, that was good, and you know it was.
Alcatraz, that'd be a good one to have on there, sure.
Yeah, because you'll never get out of it. All right, fine.
Now this one is this one's really hot. This 5930 in white gold with the green. Bud wants to get this one. Look at that. Oh, actually, this isn't the one he was looking at. This is a World Time. I didn't know that they made a World Time in green. Wow, this is nice.
Yeah, you didn't notice all the city names?
Wow.
Okay.
No, I didn't until just now.
Okay.
The yeah, that looks good. And the names in the dark green looks really nice too. Do you have any World Timers? Trying to remember.
I'm trying to remember. I've got the Hamilton. I've got probably 2 or 3, I think.
That's one thing I'm lacking in my collection is World Time.
Yeah.
I've shopped for one before, but never pulled the trigger because I was indecisive on Paddock, Vacheron, or Jaeger-LeCoultre Rose Gold World Time. So I never pulled the trigger since I was undecided on the 3. I still am. If I'm going to look for a World Timer or the Lange too, the Lange.
Do you have any triple dates?
No.
Do you have any moon faces?
Do I? No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't really have any complicated watches.
Oh, you're not a complicated person.
No. Just need to know the time and the date the most.
Exactly.
And I think that's what most people need to know, and that's why Rolex accommodates that and doesn't throw extra costly complications on there for the most part.
And a lot of times they'll throw in, and I will. I hate the way their marketing practices are. I hate the unavailability of them, but I think part of that is that Rolex makes just about as a brand uniformly makes all the right moves, and part of it is it offers what people want, sometimes even without them knowing it at first, and not anything extra.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, a robust watch that's waterproof and self-winding.
Watch and pray. I fumbled today's drop. Watch and pray. I couldn't get to the right screens in time. I waited to the last minute. Missed out.
This is all like ad hoc, so.
So I would pull the trigger on the watch on the screen 100%. I wonder what the likelihood of walking in getting this one retail is. Probably not likely because of the green.
Right.
It's gonna take this one off the shelf, right?
Exactly.
But I think this was interesting. It says here 2016, so it's not like a new watch.
Right.
Anything new on the horizon for you at the moment since we talked last weekend?
No, actually. I'll the extra special, extra secret down FP Journe mono pusher chronograph movement.
Yes.
I found actually the Ulysse Nardin 100th version of it. It's a Ulysse Nardin 175th anniversary watch.
So there's another watch out there with that same FP Journe movement in it, that Ulysse Nardin you're just talking about.
Right.
What's the okay, so the first
They
one,
know about the movement. They talk about the movement specifically up front. And accordingly, it's $20,000. Yeah.
Now are these what are these movements composed of? Are they brass? Are they steel?
Let's see.
That's a good question,
LJ
man. That could be a
L-
collectible movement. You know that?
Gee, the thought had never occurred to me that the secret movement that FP Journe quietly made in low production numbers 20 years ago, before he became famous, no, that thought hadn't occurred to me at all, ever.
So the first watch that you were seeking has been sold from under you?
No.
It's still available? You're just
They were such a pain in the ass to deal with. I'm not going to deal with them.
maybe they don't have the watch.
Well, it's listed on their site.
I know, but I've dealt with that before.
They sent my guy. They didn't send it to me, but they sent my guy.
What do you think of De Bethune, the Star Trek watch on the screen? Funky, huh?
Yep.
I can't help but always refer to this as the Star Trek watch because there's just no way it isn't the Star Trek emblem or badge, or it's so close to it, you know?
Yes. Look up De Bethune DB1.
I wonder if this is what they're going for, too. Like, are they purposely going for the Star Trek look?
Possibly.
Yeah, I think they are.
Look up De Bethune DB1.
All right. Oh, is it an old-fashioned watch?
No.
No. Okay. I'm not pulling the right one. Oh, there it is. Let me see if I can pull it up here. It came up on Watchbox. Oh, no, it didn't.
Tim, welcome.
That sounds
there,
like
there we go. Yeah, okay. Let me share that screen.
Jeez.
This one in the middle, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that came up as the DB1, but now it says DB28, man.
Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to work.
No, that's
Something's wrong there, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me type in. Let's see if it comes up on his channel. De Bethune DB1. Thought I had it, then I did something. Let me try it again. It doesn't seem like they had one. Man, these are pretty nice watches. I like these ones. I like this one. Let's see if that is showing up. Yeah, I like this one. God, that's
Tim,
beautiful, isn't it?
Watchbox, and thanks for logging on.
Are you just pulling up? Are you just looking for them in YouTube or something? Or
Just watch email.
I just pulled it up on Google and it's pulled up. So now I got sidetracked, but
gotcha.
let me. This watch right here is absolutely gorgeous.
Me T Massa with.
If I was going to pick up a Debethune, it'd be this one, I think. But let me find the one you're looking at here, DB1. It's funny because it pulled it up on the screen, but it took it to the 28. Watch box is clickbaiting me. Let me find another version, another one here of it. Is it hard to forget? Because I can't pull it up. Oh, here, this looks like it might be it. It's even the case is blue on it.
It's a mono pusher.
Oh my God. Hold on. Google search.
Debutante, debutante.
Is it this one in the right corner here? This one? See, it says DB1 with a clickbaiting. Yep. That's not the right watch, is it?
Kind of hard to tell. Damn, it is kind of hard to tell. And that's by Richard Mille.
What about the watch that you're talking about here, anyway?
Same damn movement.
Maybe there it is. There we go. No, see, it says watch box, but I don't think that's the DB1.
It's almost like Watchbox doesn't care about what you're looking for. It just wants to direct you to what it wants to sell.
Yeah.
Huh. Huh.
Go figure, huh? Why would they want to do that?
Go figure, yeah. Bastards. Yeah, bastards.
Anyway. Wow, look at that. Stunningly beautiful. Look at that.
Yep. Sometimes just having the right design, having the right face and the right hands can mean so effing much. It's like everyone forgets that, I guess.
Now I got pulled in a Debethune. Wow, check these out.
Yep.
Like this attracts me right here. That is unreal. Wow. Look at. Let me see if that's showing up.
Looks like a tuxedo dial.
And you know the materials they use on that dial make it look so rich in person, so unbelievably rich in color and just, I don't know how to say it, just rich, you know, rich in color and depth. And wow, that just, what does a guy like this run? I wonder. These are not inexpensive.
Hard to tell.
Amazing. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that kind of shows off the beautiful color. Ooh la la, look at that. Wow. I could see myself doing something like this. You did. You've done it. That you just picked up those weren't cheap watches you picked up. These the last unique couple of brands you picked up. I forgot what they were.
Urban Jurgensen?
Yeah, the Urban Jurgensen. Exactly. This is exactly in line with if I went and got like you getting the Urban Jurgensen. This would be exactly like me going and buying that. I think the price is even very similar, and the whole thing, it's very similar. It would be a very similar move, wouldn't it?
Exactly, yes.
You guys like this this watch in the chat? It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah. It's pretty nice.
Exactly.
Forbin. Which nautical themed watches do I have? Doxa. Yeah. I mean, I got Submariners. My two-tone sub would be my two-tone bluesy would be the yacht boat, the yacht
Right.
watch, I guess, the yacht master watch, really. Yeah, I don't have a yacht master or a yacht master 2. And that wouldn't make sense for Clyve to get one because he's in a landlocked state.
Thank you.
Although
we are Oklahoma is America's frontier lake state.
That's true. And man, if you've ever
What
been
does
on a
that
lake,
mean? I don't know. It means some advertiser made their money that day.
well, if you've ever been on a lake, which I'm sure you've been, but for people in the chat maybe have not, the storms and the waves on a lake can be as big as a frickin' or bigger than a frickin' ocean.
That can be, yes.
It's like a small cereal bowl getting splashed around in there when the winds are crazy. But yeah, that's a nice looker on the screen there.
Thank you.
I'm honestly gonna put this watch in the back of my mind as something to look at one day in the future.
Yeah.
Specifically this one that we're looking at. I dig it.
Thank you.
Question for you. Do you like these dials?
Hold on, sorry. I'm also trying to do something.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Wow, look at this guy's clean. I've never heard of this brand. Icon Doozy. Designed in California, crafted in Switzerland. 5 out of 50. Icon Doozy. Interesting.
To say the least.
27 jewel movement. This is the dial, though, that I'm talking about. I don't want to call it what I want to say, but
Just be honest. Say it. Say it and be open.
Well, because I like it though, and I don't, especially this one. This one looks pretty clean with the black like that. But it's hard to not see a bathroom scale when you look at these things.
Yeah.
But if you can kind of put that out of your mind and if you can also stomach the fact that people are going to say that to you when they see your watch. Oh, it looks like a scale, that you don't want to get mad about that.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Is the 12 o'clock indicator? Oh, that's an 8. I couldn't tell what that was.
Very stylized 8.
Yeah. It's an 8. You know what I was thinking it could possibly be? And they actually could do this. They could make that 12, and then the next movement over would make that circle in the 1 position, and then that would be the 1, and then the next aperture movement would be the circle in the number 2 position,
right?
And that dot could be going around the circle to show you your hour. although that's not what it is. But that's first what I saw, because I didn't realize that was an 8, because that's a huge ass circle for the bottom of the 8. I didn't see it. I like it though.
Nice.
But look how the watch looks in the other pictures, like that one. It looks beautiful.
It does, doesn't it?
They called the right strap for it too.
Yeah, that is. Of course, it's an old concept that's been around for a long time.
That jump hour dial like that?
Yep. At least since the 30s.
Uh-huh. 11.5. This one's available. But that's a very individual brand here. Icon.
Yeah.
Known to automotive enthusiasts the world over, is the leading producer of custom designed vehicles for the discerning collector. From reimagined Toyota Land Cruisers to their famous Derelicts line, Icon 4x4 has produced some of the most over-engineered vehicles on the planet. Each one is brought to life by a team of engineers and craftsmen led by the incredible vision of founder Jonathan Ward. Interesting. The doozy incorporates a jump hour display to a polished onyx stone dial fitted with a sandblasted grade 2 titanium case.
Oh, hey, Rich, I've got to go, man.
You got to run? All right, man.
Yeah. Duty calls.
Okie dokie.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. Go take care of business. We'll see you around.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, Clyver's had to go. So this is pretty cool. That's the one thing I hated about being self-employed. You got to work on Saturdays and Sundays. When a client calls you, you usually don't want to miss the call. It's hard to get them on the phone sometimes. Oh, I was just about to say, when he had to go, that the movement is a Dubois Depras automatic 14400 model. I never heard of Depras, but I know Dubois. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool for 11 grand, I think. So this must be some kind of a small dealer somewhere. It's got a couple of watches, I guess. Not sure what. They had the de Bethune watches here. Let's see what they got here. I'm not sure where this place is even at, but let's just take a look and see what they got here for inventory. Well, they got some cool watches here, huh? Oh, wow. Look at the FP Journe. An anniversary. Wow. This is part of the anniversary series to celebrate the opening of their first boutique in Tokyo. Only 20 were made. Holy smokes. Numbered limited edition with a titanium case. Good Lord. That is absolutely incredible. Get the F out of here. Wow. Man, just when you think you've seen the best watch in the world, it gets topped by another. Holy moly. Get out of here. Man, this blows that gold salmon dial AP out of the water. Wow. Only 20 of these ever made. Goodness. That watch will cost you more than a McLaren. I guarantee you that watch will cost you 2 McLarens. Without a doubt in my mind, that's a $500,000 watch right there. There's only 20 made. At the very least, it's a couple of $100,000. At the very least. There's no way it's less than a couple of $100,000. Man, I just like to look at it. It's just pretty incredible. Especially this shot right here, right there. Like those side shots. Wow, it just really shows like it's wow, it's very modern looking. The colorization's pretty badass. Looks like it's like a salmon print on it too, isn't it? Salmon dial text. Maybe it's an orange. I like it. Winner. Wow. And there's a Chronometra Blue, of course. Let's take a look at what the pictures look like for this guy, because this guy has good pictures. Wow. Wow. There's my Chronometra Blue. And this is the version I would be getting as well, I believe, with the white, the really pure white text, as opposed to the cream text, which was the, you would call the version 1 or... Wow. Wow, that is incredible. Goodness, goodness, goodness. I think I have about 3.5 more years for this. 3 years? 4 years? Somewhere between 3 and 4 years left on that. No, I would say 4 years left to wait on this. Man, I've waited 4 years, 4 more. I'm halfway there. Wow, look at that. Wow, look at the details on this. Oh, I'm going to sit here and look at this for a minute here. This is incredible. I've actually never seen details on this watch like this before. These are great photos. And of course, I've never seen the watch in person either. Wow. Solid gold movement. Wow. That shot right there gets me. I love how the hands are coated. They look so wonderfully coated, like they're just like you can eat them. They look like coated chocolate. That subdial's mesmerizing too. Totally mesmerizing. Imagine if that was one of those quick moving hands. What do they call it? The Fujiyama movement. That would be mesmerizing. Be like a hypnotizing feature on the watch. Oh my goodness. They got pictures of my Havana that I'm getting any day now. That's got to be coming any day now. Man, I'm going to bookmark this site because these guys got the most amazing pictures. Quite fabulous. Wow. There's my Havana. Look at that. You see it's got the quick release tabs for the straps, so I could take the straps off without any tools. So I'll be buying some extra straps for this puppy just because of that reason alone. Oh, good Lord. Oh my God. I picked the right watch. Wow, I picked Stunner. Oh, what? Oh, wow. Look at that shot. Isn't that amazing? I have no idea, Forbin, but you know what? When I go pick this bad boy up, I'm going to ask him everything I can about it. I'm going to be there for a couple of hours just sucking in the moment, man. Yeah, I love how he scaled down the numbers instead of chopping them off. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, Paul? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's a detail of the dial. Look at that. So that's what gold and ruthenium mixed looks like. That's gold and ruthenium. And I'm assuming rose gold. You know what? I wouldn't know. He says gold and ruthenium. It could be yellow gold. You never know. Because the ruthenium could take it down so many notches in color. But to me, it just feels like it looks like rose gold mixed with ruthenium to get that color. But wow, look at that. That's dipped gold. Interesting. And that's the reason why I elected. And trust me, it is a hard decision to make. Do I go for the date moon phase complication watch or just this one? And I ultimately went for just this one because I wanted that feel of that whole dial sweeping the ocean. Yeah, I didn't want any interruption in that dial. I didn't want any cutouts in that dial. I just wanted I wanted that brown throughout the whole dial. That was my intention in getting this version. And then the placement of the power reserve at 3:00 on top of the crowning winding mechanism, so uncustomary, and you need to reroute things in the watch to make that happen. His own patented invention. It's just going to be so gratifying to wind that crown and to see that power reserve wind up right there at that point of contact. Like you're winding it right there, and it's going to be gearing up that power reserve right next to you. That's why he felt it needed to be there, because it was just such a perfect feel when you're winding the watch. And I understood that. That was one of the reasons I went after that feature, that special design feature here. But ultimately, it was the entire color scheme of that, the whole color scheme, the platinum with that very earthy, tony brown. It's the brown is non-glossy. It's like a flat. It's almost like those wrapped cars. You know how you see all those Teslas and cars now? They have this kind of a non-shine. I don't know what they call it, but this is similar to that. Man. Well, there's just no regrets here. There's only like now I just need this in my hands at this point. The decision was made over a year ago, and I'm just so secure in that decision now. My best watch decision purchase, going to FP Journe. Without a doubt. Wow. Man, this is going to be the watch I wear all the time. I can't see myself this. Wow. All right, let's go to next. Let's see what else they got here. This is a good site. They've got the most amazing pictures of anything. They got good watches too, really high-end stuff. Real high-end stuff. Oh, this is fun. We landed on a good platform here. Let's check this out. I'm just looking forward to seeing some of these pictures. Oh, man. And you know what's cool is they let you look at the pictures of the ones that have been sold. Wow, this guy's definitely the best watch photographer. I'll have to give him that. I'm kind of assuming these might even be in 4K, and you guys might not be able to see it because I'm using a 4K monitor, but the stream is limited to, I'm not sure if the share stream is limited to 1080 or 720. My stream is in 1080, but the share screen might be limited to a lesser resolution than 1080. I'll have to I'll have to rewatch this video and see what this looks like on my own screen. I love these. I love these Jordan Sports watches, 100%. That's actually looks very much like the speed yellow color of my Porsche. You see how it has from afar, it has that little bit of a mango orangey look, but then when you get up close, it just pops yellow. That's exactly what my car does. It pops that yellow like that in the sun, but oftentimes it has that mango-y orangey look. They call that speed yellow. That would be the ultimate match for the 911 right there. Now these run about 100. These run about 100. Grade 5 titanium. And the ones with the rubber accents like this, these are prior year models because the current year models have lost the rubber accents. I personally like the rubber accents. I think they're a pretty highlight. And there aren't any watches that have something like this, so it's a little unique. I wonder what those look like over time, the rubber accents. Maybe there's a reason why they got rid of it, perhaps. Hey, what's up, bud? How you doing, man? I sent you a link if you want to hop on, bro. No, I didn't get my Snoopy yet. You know, that puppy's paid up in full for over a year now. I'm just waiting for it, man. Yeah, I know that they started. I know that during the pandemic, man, they were taking watch kits home and building watches at home. You know that? That's what they told me. So I'm assuming everything's back to full scale factory production, you know, in-house or out of house, out of private people's homes and back in-house, in factory house, maybe, so to speak. Yeah, the 7 and the 8 are smaller on the Journe. They scale them down to fit the dial. Wow. These watches are on another level, aren't they? Just another level. Wow. You can really tell when you spend the money on one of these high-end jobs. You can tell. There's no doubt you can tell. I mean, you just look at this dial and there's nothing matched to this dial for under the price of the FD Journe, which is $40,000, right? I'm going to be out the door 40 grand on that one. So you're looking at 40 grand plus to touch anything in this horological level. This will be my first time touching this level. My first watch at this level, right? Look at the luminescence on this. Is that sick? That looks like, that's like a special feature of this watch, actually. Wow. I wonder what this went for. It's truly an incredible piece. It took Carrie over a year to build this watch. This is incredible, isn't it? 39 millimeter piece unique. You know, I could strive to make a watch like this part of my inventory one day. That's the best I can do. For now, I can be grateful that I'm going to enjoy an FP Journe, but that could be something to strive for one day in the future of life. You know what I mean? You never know where the world takes you. Mm. And I think the PM is, they put the Starry Night there, or what is that? You see how it's like star gold dust on the one side? Is that like the PM indicator? Oh, I'd like to see one of these up close. Let's see. A good shot of the dial. Like that. That's kind of what the shot I want to look at. Look at that. It's an MB&F. Annual calendar. I wonder if it has a leap year too. No, that looks like a power reserve indicator. It's got four bullets there, though, you know? Could be leap year 1, 2, 3, 4, but I think it's a power reserve indicator. Oh, it is the leap year indicator. I was right. The power reserve indicator is down here at 5:30, and over there at 7 o'clock. That's a power leap year indicator. See, there's 4 bullets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and right now it's in year 2. And then the 4th bullet would be the leap year. That's an amazing watch. So that's a grand complicated leap year annual calendar watch. That's beautiful. That's not playing any games right here. I love how it's on a lever. How the how it has a hand for the leap year. That is sick. I would significantly enjoy this watch, without a doubt. It has such a grand domed bezel on it. Look at that. How magnificent would that be? Sorry for the drilling. One of the neighbors seems to be drilling right now. Hopefully it's not too disturbing. Everybody wants to hear a little bit of drilling on their Saturday morning, right? I know when I was cleaning up all my mining machines, I had 27 cryptocurrency mining machines, and I spent 3 days cleaning them using the air compressor and using a brush grinder to clean the rusty protector screens on them. I was pretty noisy in the back for 3 days. So I sold all my miners. An engineer came by. He spent all day at my house testing every single one of them. Took him about, he got here at 7 a.m. and I think he was done around 1 o'clock. Took about 6 hours to test 27 mining machines. He hooked every single one up, tested each board, got a count of what was working and what was not, sold them all. As a matter of fact, someone returned one to me after he bought them. So I ended up with one that I gave somebody $1,000 back, and I ended up with one that was not working. And he called me and asked me if I had anybody return any. And I shipped it to him yesterday for $400. So, man, it worked out. He was a good guy. Boy, I got sucked into this site. The photos here are just amazing. So let me think and see which one I want to look at next. You know what? I want to look at this Philippe Defoire. This looks a lot like a paddock, and I bet you the quality is just amazing on this. Let's just see what this looks like. Wow, that's some amazing finishing on that, isn't it? Look how bright and beautiful, how much it gleams. See what else they got. Let's look at this Vacheron. Oh, it's sold already. I like the one with the cross. I love this. How it has the gold cross in the bottom of the case like that. I think that's so cool. I really dig that. That's a great old school design element on the old Vacheron overseas. Well, that's a rough looking case. What is that? Is that scratches all along the edges of it? Good God, what'd they do to it? They had their hand stuck somewhere and they couldn't get their hand out? I mean, I know you're not supposed to polish watches, but geez, I'm sorry, that one would have to just go back to the factory. That's a little too much. You know, you could tell them, just polish that side of the case as long as it doesn't make the watch look ununiform. If it makes it look uniform, then keep going. You know, you could tell them that. Sorry about that. Wow, it's a monster case. You gotta love the dial though, and the whole theme. And it sold. See what else. I think I might call it a stream. Looked at some good watches here. Maybe we'll come back here and look at some of these again another time. That's what we'll do. Another stream. We'll come back and look at some more pictures of some of these amazing watches. All right. Thank you for joining me in Clyve's this morning. And what are you saying, bud? Oh, cool, man. You're moving? Right on, brother. Oh, cool, man. All right. We'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.